You silence me, but silence learns how to scream. I thought my voice was lost in air, but echoes found me still out there. You turned away while I still spoke, left my truth beneath your cloak. You let the silence do its crime, and thought my words would fade with time. But whispers have a way to grow in quiet cracks the world won't know. And now those words I tried to hide come roaring back with me inside. I used to beg for space to breathe. Now echoes say what I believed. Even in hush, the brave remains in every pulse, in every name. Echoes now speak me in every room you thought was free. They carry words you tried to drown, and float my truth above the sound. I don't need to scream today. My silence carved a better way. I'm not the ghost you hoped I'd be. Echoes now speak me. I stood in corners just to stay, but shadows learned my voice someday. They took the pain I couldn't yell, and taught the walls to speak it well. The ground remembers every step, each held back tear I never wept. The air recalls what I once said, and now it sings me back instead. You left the story half erased, but echoes held what you misplaced. They travel through what can't be seen, and paint me where I've never been. Echoes now speak me in every room you thought was free. They carry words you tried to drown, and float my truth above the sound. I don't need to scream today. My silence carved a better way. I'm not the ghost you hoped I'd be. Echoes now speak. I don't return to prove you wrong. I rise because I still belong, and every space I used to fade now chants the mark I gently made. Echoes now speak me in winds and waves in memory. They sing my name with quiet might through every wall that dim my light. The hush you gave became my drum, and all I lost I've now become. You won't erase what lived for free. Echoes now speak. I used to fold to make them proud. Now I unfold, I speak out loud. I wore the hush like second skin, but now I breathe where noise begins. They told me show with sugar smile, said don't disturb, don't cross the line. So I shrank down to fit their frame, let silence carry all the blame. I dim my light to soothe the crowd, I spoke in soft so I'd be loud. But every time I held my tongue, another piece of me came undone. But quiet never set me free, it caged the fire inside of me. And now I'm done with being small, I wasn't born to barely call. Whispers don't fit me anymore. I've outgrown walls and quiet doors. I'm not the hush behind your eyes. I'm thunder wrapped in soft disguise. You want me subtle, safe and tame, but I was built to name the flame. No more shrinking, not like before. Whispers don't to make them stay, but lost myself along the way. They praised me most when I was quiet, but silence burns when you deny it. I used to whisper dreams at night, now I shout them into light. I broke the cage, I changed the game, and now I answer to my name. I speak in colors loud and wide, I won't go back, I won't divide. This voice was never meant to kneel, it stands, it strikes, it dares to feel. Whispers don't fit me anymore. I've outgrown walls and quiet doors. I'm not the hush behind your eyes, I'm thunder wrapped in soft disguise. You want me subtle, safe and tame, but I was built to name the flame. No more shrinking, not like before. Whispers don't fit me anymore. If you love me when I hit, then you don't love who I am now. I won't return to disappear. I speak my truth, I don't ask how. Whispers don't fit me anymore. I sing like storms, I shake the floor. No longer asking to be heard. I am the sound behind each word. I won't be framed by what you fear. My voice is loud, my path is clear. I've stepped through every silent door. Whispers don't fit me anymore. Don't say my name in whispers, say it like I lived it loud. If you speak me loud. You told my story secondhand, crooked lines in someone's plan. You picked the parts that fit your lens, but left out how I learned to bend. You softened me to ease your guilt, erase the fire that I built, but I was never meant for hush. I speak in storms, I live in rush. You don't get to make me tame, then sing me soft in someone's name. If you recall me, make it right. Say it bold, say it bright. Speak me loud, not like a ghost, not in shame, not almost. If you remember what I gave, then let it echo, let it brave. I'm not a line you dim to dust. I'm still, I'm scars, I'm earned trust. Don't speak me safe to please a crowd. If you speak me You love me when I bit my tongue, praise me quiet, praise me young, but I grew teeth and found my voice and walked away from your soft choice. Don't tell the world I played it sweet, I roared in silence at your feet. I wore my pain without disguise, so don't reduce me just tonight. If you say I lost my way, say I crawled through every day. Say the truth or say goodbye, I won't be told in half a lie. Speak me loud, not like a ghost, not in shame, not almost. If you remember what I gave, then let it echo, let it brave. I'm not a line you dim to deserved. Say my name with weight and wind, with all the storms I carried in. I'm not your gloss, I'm not your grace. I'm every line you can't erase. If I must live in words aloud, then damn it, love, speak me wrong, speak me right, but say it fierce, say it with light. You left me with nothing. That's where I found everything. In the silence after shatter, I found the voice that finally mattered. The walls came down without a sound. No one stayed to see me drown. You walked away like I was dust, left me choking on broken trust. But in the echoes of goodbye, I heard a voice I used to hide. Not soft, not sweet, not made for show, but strong enough to grow alone. You broke the frame I lived within, but that's the start, not where I end. 'Cause when the world burned to the floor, I learned I didn't need it anymore. I found my voice in ruins deep, where no one looked, where silence sleeps. It rose from ash, it bled through pain. It carried loss but never shame. Not built from praise, not born from fame. It spoke in truth, not someone's name. You thought I'd break and disappear, but I found me when none were near. They only listened when I smiled, but never heard my soul go wild. I gave them light, they fed me dark, until I lit my own damn spark. I sang in pieces, cracked and raw, and found a sound that no one saw. A voice not shaped to soothe the crowd, but one that dares to sing out loud. It didn't rise from perfect days, it came from crawling through the haze. You tried to silence what I own, but I You told my story like a play, changed all the lines I didn't say, bent my truth to fit your pride, left the real me locked inside. You called it love but kept control, held my light in shadows hold, but every scene you tried to mold left me cold or left me bold. You thought your version was the end, but I broke free beyond pretend. I'm not a tale you get to twist, I'm not a name that can't resist. I'm unwritten in your hands, not a line in your demands. You held me down with soft commands, but I tore free of your plans. No more scripts where I obey, no more parts I have to play. You don't control where I will land, I'm unwritten in your hands. You traced my fear like it was yours, spoke my silence, locked the doors, but I remembered how to speak when you mistook my calm for weak. I drew a map without your voice, stepped away and made my choice, no longer shaped by how you bend. My story starts where yours can end. Your chapters never held my name, just pieces lost in borrowed shame, but now I write with ink and fire, and you are not my ghost, my choir. I'm unwritten in your hands, not a line in your demands. You held me down with soft commands, but I tore free of your plans. No more scripts where I obey, no more parts I have to play. You don't control where I will land, I'm unwritten in your hands. You can't erase what you don't own. I've carved my truth in blood and bone. No more edits, no red ink. I live louder than you think. I'm unwritten in your hands, built on strength you'll never understand. I'm not your pause, I'm not your grace, I'm not the silence in your place. I ride in stars, not shifting sand. I live unbound, I rise unplanned. You had your grip, but not my brand. I'm unwritten in your hands. So close the book, this page is mine, not yours, not this time. You love me quiet, sweet and small, tame enough to please them all. But I'm not built for shrinking skin, I'm thunder wrapped in violins. Some days I whisper just to breathe, some days I burn, some days I see thee. But every note belongs to me, each shade, each sound, each symphony. Don't ask me now to turn it down, I earn this roar, I wear this crown. I won't erase the highs or lows, they're all the proof of how I roll. This is the volume of me, quiet rage, the wild and free, the laugh that echoes through the night, the cry that birthed my inner fight. I'm not a version you can mold, I'm every fire I dare to hold. Don't ask for less than what you see, this is the fool. making space. Made myself small to keep the pace. But now I bloom where I belong. In every octave we go strong. I'm not your too much, not your less. I'm every yes that passed your test. I'm soft and sharp, I'm dark and bright. I'm mated like a sleepless night. No longer cutting parts away to make you comfortable. Each day I bring it all, no need to hide. The sound was born from what survived. This is the volume of me, the quiet rage, the wild and free, the laugh that echoes through the night, the cry that birthed my inner fight. I'm not a version you can mold. I'm every fire I dare to hold. Don't ask for less than what you see. This is the volume of me. Volume of me. If I'm too loud, then close the door. But don't expect a whispered chord. I live through silence just to find the strength to turn me up this time. This is the volume of me, unwritten raw, unapologetically. From broken breath to wild scream, I am the echo, not the dream. I won't dim down, I won't pretend. This voice is loud until the end. So love me loud or let me be. But no, you'll never mute the volume of me. You took my voice and gave it angles it never had. But I remember what I meant, and the truth won't bend. You told them what I really meant, twisted love into regret. Cut my words to fit your frame and smiled and whispered down my name. You wore my silence like it's proof that I agree to your fake truth. But I've been watching from afar, and now I'm done with who you are. I never spoke to please your tale. I didn't soften just to fail. You clipped my voice but left the flame, and I still burn behind my name. You can't quote me wrong. I live those lines, I made them strong. I chose each word like pulling thread from thoughts I stitched but never bled. You told the world I broke in fear, but I was louder than you hear. You stole my voice to feel you're right, but I speak clearer out of spite. You fed them lines I didn't write, turned honesty into a fight. Played the victim in my shoes and used my calm like it was news. But I don't tremble when they ask. I wear the truth without a mask, and every quote you rearrange will fall when real words are unchained. You made my silence your disguise, but I survived behind your lies. And now I speak with sharpened grace. No room for edits in my space. You can't quote me wrong. I live those lines, I made them strong. I chose each word like pulling thread from thoughts I stitched but never bled. You told the world I broke in fear, but I was louder than you'd hear. You stole my voice to feel you're right, but I speak clearer out of spite. So write your version version if you must. But ink can't carry earned distrust. I speak in fire, not in dust. And I won't bend for tales unjust. You can't quote me wrong. I'm not the pause in your sad song. You rewrote me, but now I roar with truth you can't ignore. You wanted silence dressed as grace, but I've reclaimed my rightful place. So say what helps you sleep at night, but I still own what I did right. And if they ask what I became, tell them I left when you twisted my name. You mistook my silence for surrender, but I was choosing where to rise. I didn't scream, but that never meant I broke. I let you talk, I let you in, kept all my storms deep within. You thought my stillness meant defeat, but I was steel beneath your feet. You pushed, I bent, but didn't fall. You heard no cry, you saw me small but quiet. Doesn't mean I lack, it means I wait before I crack. You saw me soft and called me weak, but never cared enough to seek the fire coiled inside my chest that waited calm, then burned the rest. I was quiet, not weak. I held my breath so I could speak in fuller words and wiser ways. I lit my truth in hidden blaze. You saw the hush and missed the fight. You missed the teeth beneath the light. You broke what never begged to break. I was quiet, but never fake. You thought my silence meant agree, that nodding once meant loyalty. But I was watching, learning slow how far your shadows chose to go. You never asked what I could bear, you only saw that I was there. But stillness isn't being blind, it's guarding peace while shaping mine. I spoke in glances, not in shouts, in strength that didn't seek way out. I didn't run, I chose to stay, and that's what courage looks like today. I was quiet, not weak. I held my ground when days were bleak. My strength was not in breaking glass, but in surviving when storms passed. You called me soft and missed the steel, the silent power I conceal. You saw no scream, so you assumed, but I was rising while you fume. So let them talk, let them define, but I won't dim to match their line. I'd rather whisper with a spine than scream and still be out of time. I was quiet, not weak. I found my power in mystique. You won't find rage within my tone, but don't mistake this calm as tone. I healed without a single roar. I mended wounds behind closed doors. You can't dismiss what you don't speak. I was quiet, but never weak. Still waters rise, and when they do, they drown the lies that pass for truth. I swallow words to keep the peace, but silence never set me free. Now I stand with every sound I stored. I am mute no more. I bit my tongue through years of doubt, let others speak and shut me out. I nodded just to feel okay while parts of me were stripped away. They call me calm, they call me kind, but never asked what burned inside. I played the role, I wore the face, and buried truth empty space, but silence grows a different fire. A quiet storm, a rising wire, and what they feared behind my eyes is breaking through their soft disguise. I'm mute no more, you'll hear the sound I held before, no longer shrinking in a crowd. My voice is rough, my voice is loud. It shakes the room, it cuts the air. With all the truths I used to spare, you can't unhear what I restore. I'm standing tall and mute no more. You praised me when I stayed so small, clapped the silence, cheered the fall, but I was screaming in my skin, just waiting for my turn to begin. Now every word I never said is rising fast from where it bled, and I won't wait for right or when I own my voice again. I won't rehearse a softer part. I sing it raw, I sing it sharp. No need for filters, no delay. My silence ran, my sound will stay. I'm mute no more, you'll hear the sound I held before, no longer shrinking in a crowd. My voice is rough, my voice is loud. It shakes the room, it cuts the air. With all the truths I used to spare, you can't unhear what I restore. I'm standing tall and mute no more. I may not shout with perfect tone, but every word I claim is owned. I won't be soft just to be heard. I rise, I roar with every word. I'm mute no more. I broke the locks, I found the door. I filled the silence with my name and burned the script that fed the shame. This voice was born from being still, but now it moves, it shakes, it will. No cage, no hush, no closing floor. I am the sound and mute no more. You called it peace, I called it prison. Now I call it mine.
I used to search for something loud enough to speak for me. Now I know it was always me, and not the noise behind the pain, and the sound that breaks the chain.
I used to wait for someone's voice to name my worth, to grant my choice. I played in keys that weren't my own, tried to match a stranger's tone, but silence taught me how to build a strength that doesn't need to yield. And now the echo that you hear is not a ghost, it's crystal clear. I don't sing for your acclaim, I don't shout to wear a name. I exist beyond your mold, in every note I'm uncontrolled. I am the sound, not just the cry when walls fall down, not just the breath between the lines. I'm thunder drawn from quiet signs. You tried to tune me to your ear, but I become what all must hear. I'm not a song you get to bound, I'm untamed by I am the sound. So play your part, but don't forget, I'm not a voice you ever met. I didn't come from what you planned, I rose from what you couldn't stand. I am the sound, from roots too deep to pull back down, from silence laced with holy fight, from making dark So play your part, but don't forget, I'm not a voice you ever met. I didn't come from what you planned. I rose from what you couldn't stand. I am the sound, not just the cry when walls fall down, not just the breath between the lines. I'm thunder drawn from quiet signs. You tried to tune me to your ear, but I've become what all must hear. I'm not a song you get to bound. I'm untamed fire, I am the sound. So play your part, but don't forget, I'm not a voice you ever met. I didn't come from what you planned. I rose from what you couldn't stand. I am the sound, from roots too deep to pull back down, from silence laced with holy fight, from making dark that birthed my light. I am the pulse you can't erase, the echo time will never chase. You tried to break me with your frown, but here I am the sound. There were no signs, no flashing lights, just silent breaths on silent nights. But somewhere deep I felt a shift. The universe began to live, and suddenly you came in view, as if the sky had drawn me to you. Not just a look, not just a smile, but something ancient reconciled. It was the moment the stars spoke, and time itself let the silence broke. No need for words, skies were clear. The world had waited for us here. Not fate, not chance, but something woke inside the moment the stars spoke. You didn't need to say my name, I knew it by the way you came. Like gravity with no demand, just pulling softly at my hand. We could have missed, we could have stayed, but still the stars would not have swayed. They knew the rhythm we would find, a song that only plays in time. It was the moment the stars spoke, and time itself let the silence broke. No need for words, the skies were clear. The world had waited for us here. Not fate, not chance, but something woke inside the moment the stars spoke. Not every sky will spell our name, but on that night it wasn't the same. The stars aligned, the air stood still, and love became the final will. It was the moment the stars spoke, a light that bloomed, a flame that broke through every doubt, through every fear. You found me in the silence near. Now every heartbeat is a note, still echoing the moment the stars spoke. We met like stars that lost their way, but found their glow at break of day. You smile something deep had always known. They'll call it love, they'll call it fate, but I believe it's something great that pulled us close through space and time. A hidden thread, a perfect rhyme. There's no such thing as chance with you. No random path could feel this true. Each step we took, each silent glance was part of some eternal dance. It's not just fate, it's wings. With you there's no such thing as chance. You felt like words I've never said, but somehow lived inside my head. 1,000 lives, a single flame, all leading to your quiet name. I can't explain, I won't pretend, but every story finds its end. And if this life is chapter 3, then you've been waiting here for me. There's no such thing as chance with you. No random path could feel this true. Each step we took, each silent glance was part of some eternal dance. It's not just fate, it's not a trance. With you there's no such thing as chance. If I had turned, if I had stayed, if we had missed that fleeting day, will love still find another way? Yes, always, always. There's no such thing as chance. I know the stars don't shine unless they're told. We are the proof, the circumstance of something more than just romance. A love that life could not outrun. No accident, just meant as one. You move like tides without a sound. No need for thunder shaking ground. But every step you take, I feel a heat beneath that slow reveal. You never burn for all to see, but something deep ignites in me. A quiet blaze I can't outrun, the kind that burns without the sun. You're the fire beneath the waves, the heat that midnight ocean saves. You don't explode, you don't ignite, but still you keep my shadows bright. You rise where all the silence caves. You are the fire beneath the waves. You don't declare, you don't defend, but still I break and learn and bend. You pull me close with tides unseen, like warmth that lives in places clean. No flame to touch, no spark to show, but deep inside you softly glow. And every time I drift from shore, you pull says watch me now. I don't whisper, I don't fade, I break the mold they never made. Call me the red lip renegade, breaking hearts in leather and jade. No chains, no maps, no line to trace, just fire dancing on my face. You play sweet, I play blade, velvet voice with rules I've slayed. No one tames this masquerade, bow till none, red lip renegade. You sell silence, I sell sparks. You bring fear, I leave marks. They call it chaos, I call it choice. I raise storms with just my voice. Mirror cracked, I liked it more. I found my crown and shattered floor. My lipstick writes what can't be said. War crap bold in crimson red. Call me the red lip renegade, breaking hearts in leather and jade. No chains, no maps, no line to trace, just fire dancing on my face. You play sweet, I play blade, velvet voice with rules I've slayed. No one tames this masquerade, bow to none, red lip renegade. No apologies in my stride. Every scar is my badge of pride. I didn't rise to fit your mold. I shine too wild, I burn too bold. Still the red lip renegade, midnight eyes and vows unmade. Crownless queen in her crusade, with flames that kiss and never fade. I don't bend, I don't behave. I'm not yours to fix or save. Remember me when lights degrade, the last to stand, red lip renegade. Not every queen wears grace. Some wear rage on their face. I walk in silk, but I cut like steel. Smell so soft, but I never kneel. They think it's jewels I wear to stun, but this crown bites back when I'm done. I built this throne with broken chains, laugh through loss, kiss through pain. So bow your head or risk your flaws. My royalty comes with claws. This is my crown with claws. No pretty lies, no pause. I rule with fire in my breath, grace and style, but war and death. Go so sharp it leaves you raw. I don't forgive, I redraw. Step right up, see the cause. Kneel to none, my crown has claws. One touch, you're in my grip. One smile, and I let it rip. Red lips like a silent vow. I don't break hearts, I show them how. Linger close but read the sign. Every sweet word hides a landmine. I don't chase, I let you fall. Whispers echo down the hall. You want fire, I burn still. Step too near, a click, kiss, kill. Click, loaded, look in my eyes. Before the moment dies. Oh, your pride in one thrill. You won't forget the way I feel. Click, charm like a trigger thrill. Kiss, your last wish standing still. I don't beg, I just will fall for me. Click, kiss, kill. Mine. You play games, I write the rules. I make sense out of cruel fools. You touch fire for the thrill, but I don't warn. I click, kiss, kill. Click, loaded, look in my eyes. Before the moment dies. All your pride in one thrill. You won't forget the way I feel. Click, charm like a trigger thrill. Kiss, your last wish standing still. Kill, I don't beg, I just will fall for me. Click, kiss, kill. I'm the lesson you learned too late. The softest voice that seals your fate. No goodbye, just red and gold. One blink and I'm ice cold. Click, I don't hesitate. Kiss before it's too late. Kill with grace, not rage or shrill. I'm the silence right before the chill. Click, glamour wrapped in skill. Kiss, you come close, I stand still. I don't need blood to thrill, you're mine now. Click, kiss, kill. No sound, no scream, just me. Watch how a shadow claims the key. I don't arrive with thunder roars. I drift like mist through velvet doors. Eyes like knives, voice like air. You won't see me till I'm there. No need to shout, I just appear. You feel the pull, you taste the fear. My silence wraps like silver lace, while power blooms upon my face. I slay in silence, strike with grace. I move like ghost, I leave no trace. No battle cry, no neon sign. Just calm and cold and all is mine. I don't need noise to take the throne. I cut much deeper when alone. Don't test the girl who wears no violence. She owns the fire, some with fear. I fight with steps you never hear. By the time you feel the chill, it's far too late. I've made the kill. I've made the kill. I slay in silence, clean and deep, with secrets right.